na! Butangi og dakong gugma, aron dakong kalambuan maangkon ta. Project PAG-AGAK pagbasang adunay gugma at timanon gamaon aron kalambuan maangkon is the school reading program of Patrocinio Integrated School. This project PAG-AGAK includes contextualized and digitized reading materials, conceptualized reading materials, and educational tapes for remediation, reinforcement, and enrichment reading activities that could help develop the interest and love for reading of the pupils and students of the school.
Salient features: Project CDR, Project Dictions, Project GLAD. Another salient features of Project PAG-AGAK: Project 6-Piece, Project Gold, Project Lover. Vision: Patrocinio Integrated School envisions to develop learners to become independent readers, whose potentials and values enable them to become productive citizens in the community.
Mission: First, deliver quality instruction opportunities and experiences to all learners from kinder to grade 10. Second, provide activities and learning experiences that will enhance the learners' reading capabilities and potentials in making them independent readers and learners. Third, provide assistance to parents and community members and other stakeholders upscaling opportunities to continually improve their capacity as partner in school reading program. Fourth, work collaboratively for the improvement of the reading performances of learning exhibiting teamwork, enthusiasm, creativity, and resourcefulness among internal and external stakeholders. Fifth, develop and quality assured contextualized supplementary reading materials that will give the learners rich and culture-based learning experiences beyond the classroom instruction through print, broadcast, and online platforms. 6. Maximize the utilization of the learning packages and LRs. Next, sustain linkages with the stakeholders such as the parents, alumni, barangay, and immediate community members and recognize their ownership of the program. And lastly, recognize partners and stakeholders who have been supportive of the program.
The problem and its setting. From a complete elementary to integrated school in the year 2018, the school has gradually increased its number of enrollment by 50%. This means that as population increases, there's also a big number of learners needs to be addressed in reading.
The PhilErie data in English revealed that in school year 2018-2019, there were 11 grade 4 learners who belong to the frustration level, 8 frustration readers in grade 5, 9 in grade 6, and 10 in grade 7. In the following school year 2019-2020, there were 8 grade 4 learners who belong to the frustration level, 6 frustration readers in grade 5, 8 in grade 6, and 9 in grade 7.
PhilErie data in Filipino revealed that in school year 2018-2019, there were 24 learners from grades 3 to 6 who belonged to frustration level, and in school year 2019-2020, 16 learners belonged to frustration level, while in grade 7, there were 4 frustration readers in school year 2018-2019 and 3 frustration readers in school year 2019-2020.
The conceptual framework shows that parents at home support the child morally, spiritually, and financially. Community members and stakeholders are the school's strong partner towards attaining Project PAG-AGAK's vision and mission. Community support, participation to reading programs and projects are very evident. This school reading program will ensure to produce independent and functional readers and promote a culture of reading among teachers and learners. As this is anchored on the Vision's Project Pagpabasa, this is also support to develop the Big Six in reading. Presentation of concept. General objectives. With implementation of Project PAG-AGAK shall: first, promote a friendly classroom reading environment in schools, community centers, and stakeholders' residents. Second, produce independent and functional readers by cultivating the habit and love for reading among the learners, teachers, and stakeholders. Third, develop and produce and compile contextualized, digitized worksheets, reading materials, and instructional materials from grades 1 to 10. Next, promote a culture of reading among teachers, learners in Patrocinio Integrated School. Lastly, promote a print-rich environment in the classroom, school, and community learning centers of Patrocinio. Specific objective per key stage. Key Stage 1. To make every pupil independent reader MTB MLE, Filipino and English, and by acquainting and providing them with various reading comprehension materials that can fully develop their skill and competence in reading. Key Stage 2. Pupils should be able to construct meanings and communicate them using creative, appropriate, and grammatically correct oral and written language. Key Stage 3. Students should be able to interpret, evaluate, and represent information within and between learning area texts and discourses. Methodologies. Project PAG-AGAK and its sub-reading programs will be implemented in 3 stages. Stage 1. Pre-implementation. Convergence of key players. The key players of Project PAG-AGAK. Create program partnership. Key players were identified by the school head and their terms of reference were defined. The school had coordinated the barangay officials and PTA officials for the implementation of reading programs. They were given communication letter to be part of the implementation phase of the reading program. As such, PTA officials, barangay officials, SGC, and the school became the great partners implementing the school reading program. Designing the program. Various preparations were done implementing this project. Conceptualized and localized reading materials were prepared for the identified independent instructional and prostration reader per key stage. These localized reading materials will undergo QA process by validating team of the school and the district. Modalities for reading in this time of pandemic. Since face-to-face is limited in this time of pandemic, the school initiated some reading modalities which can help in monitoring and developing the reading skills of the pupils. Project 6Ps is a school reading and learning program intervention that will eventually address the problem of the reading performance of our school children, particularly during this time will be sustained through the collaborative efforts of the internal and external stakeholders in the school and the community. Establishment of reading hubs within the community of Barangay Patrocinio with the support of barangay local government officials. These print-rich reading centers will be ideal places where they could find available reading materials wherein the reading journey will depend on their own free time. It highlighted vocabulary development of learners through acquisition of words by being familiar with the prepared 100 words by grade level, wherein a learner will familiarize and learn one word in 1 week with the assistance of the assigned teacher in every Purok center.
Project Lover, a relevant reading intervention strategy to develop pupils' reading level while sustaining the reading level of independent readers. Various virtual reading performances or oral reading presentations like the reading of story, storytelling, recitals of poem, rhyme, oration or speech, a tongue twister, a jingle, and other oral reading performances are being appreciated and compiled. By doing this, eventually develop students' self-confidence and enhance communication skills. Project Gold is an intervention that would address the difficulties encountered by our learners in terms of vocabulary development. This is a significant endeavor that would somehow support to solve the problem of vocabulary development of learners from kindergarten to grade 10, since improved vocabulary matter most in effective reading and eventually pupils' acquisition of quality learning. All teachers took part in making varied graphic organizers as learning or reading materials. This may be in Filipino, English, MTB, MLE, mathematics, science, and other subject areas. These graphic organizers were stored in different classrooms and also in Filipino and English reading centers. This will be utilized during the conduct of remediation, reinforcement, and enhancement activities of teachers and pupils. Online distant learning through adopting of RBI or radio-based instruction. The school conducted training on RBI or radio-based instruction in which teachers were able to create and publish canned lesson plan. These lessons were aired in radio and utilized as one of the reading modality in this pandemic. The teachers will visit the Purok reading centers and let the canned lessons be presented to selected pupils through laptops. This is done once a week by teachers assigned in every Purok reading centers. Conduct virtual speech festival for elementary and junior high school. This is an activity that gives importance on the National Reading Month celebration where secondary learners can showcase their talent in various reading performances like oration, declamation, speech choir, chamber theater, and choral reading virtually. During implementation, intervention by Key Stage. Key Stage 1, Kindergarten to Grade 3. Project CDR. This is a project from kinder to grades 1 to 3, which goal is to motivate pupils' interest in reading through audiovisual, film viewing, presentation of stories, nursery rhyme, and action songs. Through this project, pupils' prior knowledge will be activated, their interest in reading will be developed. Project CDR includes remediation and reinforcement that will bridge the gap between the readers and the text itself. Key Stage 2 for grades 4 to 6 pupils. Project Diction. This is intended for grades 4 to grade 6, aims to develop the pupil's ability in noun, verb, adjective, sentence construction, paragraphing, and simple writing composition. The pupils will be guided in writing composition through identifying the name of a simple picture. Key Stage 3 for grade 7 to grade 10. Project Blood is a collection of home reading reports where students are given one story every week. Let the students write their reflection on their home reading journal. Part of it is a feedbacking mechanism where students can write their questions and to be answered by their English teacher in notebook respectively. This project aims to develop students' love for reading, vocabulary development, and composition writing. Another special reading intervention. The organization of campus journalism in both learners and teachers. For the learners, the Harvester's Haven. And for the teachers, the Molder. This project aims to produce a simple newsletter which will vividly illuminate the life of teachers, parents, and stakeholders in this time of pandemic. This is also one way of enhancing teachers' knowledge and skills in reading and writing. Monitoring and evaluation and giving of technical assistance. To keep track and monitor of the progress of the reading program, the school disseminated a memorandum of the conduct of monitoring of implementation in the field, schedules and giving of technical assistance by the school head and the 2 master teachers to class advisors based on the gathered CIGPs. There were also observation of classes during reading time. All of this were reflected in the technical and supervision plan of the school head. Post-implementation stage, submission of report. To ensure the effectiveness of the reading program, the school will conduct post-tests for PhilErie, IGRA-Arata, MTB, MLE. Result must be consolidated and analyzed. Data collected will tell us the effectiveness and efficiency of the school reading programs implemented. There must be post-conference with all the key players discussing and brainstorming on the result and impact of the program. This will be submitted in the district and division office for further suggestions.
Culminating activity and giving of awards. Using the criteria for the search for standing implementer of the reading program, the school praise committee will search and select the best reading teacher and outstanding stakeholder during the year-end review. Winners can receive plaque and other incentives from the school and sponsors. Teachers will give recognition to those pupils who are considered as best reader in the class. The parents of the identified best reader pupils will also be recognized. Program Implementation Review. It will be conducted at the end of the school year to identify its effectiveness and identify what went well, what are to be improved, and ways forward of the program.
PAG-AGAK. Pagbasa nga dunay kung maatimanon, gamaon, aron kalambuan maangkon.